We all begin our journey in the light, believing that the world is a playground designed for our success. We imagine a life where our talents are recognized instantly, and our path to victory is clear. But as the years pass, the golden light of childhood innocence fades into the cold, gray reality of a world that does not care about your plans. The world is a complex, chaotic, and often brutal landscape that tests the very fabric of your soul. It asks you, every single day, what you are truly made of when the lights go out and the applause stops. In the year 2006, the world witnessed the return of a cinematic legend, not to claim a boxing belt, but to reclaim the human spirit from the grip of despair. Sylvester Stallone, a man who lived through homelessness and staggering rejection, wrote a script that was more than a movie. It was a manifesto for the underdog. In a pivotal scene, Rocky Balboa stands in a dark, rain-slicked street looking at his son, Robert. Robert is a man paralyzed by his own insecurities, pointing fingers at the world for his own lack of progress. What follows is the most profound, heroic analysis of the human condition ever captured on film. Rocky looks at his son, and he looks directly at you, and he strips away the thin veils of comfort we wrap around our failures. Listen to the weight of these words, for they are the only truth you will ever need to achieve greatness. Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward, how much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Now, if you know what you're worth, then go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hits and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you want to be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that. The world is a mean and nasty place. This is the first heroic realization. Life is a relentless opponent that never sleeps and never shows mercy. It doesn't matter who you are. Life will find your weakness. It will hit you with grief, poverty, and betrayal. But the hero is not defined by the absence of pain. The hero is defined by their response to it. The hero does not complain about the rain. The hero becomes the storm. Rocky's revelation is that offensive power, the ability to hit hard, is common. Anyone can be strong when the sun is shining. But true heroism is defined by your defensive endurance. It is about the chin of your soul. How much psychological trauma can you absorb and still find the strength to smile? How many times can you be knocked into the dirt and still have the audacity to stand back up? Winning is not the absence of struggle. Winning is the mastery of the struggle. Every scar on your heart is a badge of honor. Now let us analyze the most heroic act a human being can perform, taking absolute responsibility. Rocky identifies the coward's path, the act of pointing fingers at external forces. The moment you blame an external force, you become a slave to that force. If it is their fault you are down, then you are waiting for them to pick you up. And let me tell you, they are never coming. The hero realizes that even if the world dealt them a bad hand, it is their responsibility to play it like a master. Only when you take 100% responsibility for your life do you gain 100% power to transform it. If you know what you're worth, then go out and get what you're worth. This is a call to arms against your own self-doubt. You have a value that is inherent, a greatness placed in you at birth. But the world is a negotiator. It will try to buy your dreams for pennies. Do not accept the world's appraisal of your soul. Know your worth. And then be willing to bleed for it. Be willing to endure the late nights and the lonely path, because a hero is simply an ordinary person who found the strength to endure just one more hit than anyone else believed possible. When life hits you, it targets your identity. It wants to extinguish the fire in your eyes until you become just another shadow in the crowd. But your soul is not made of glass. It is made of forged steel. Every time you get hit and keep moving forward, you are tempering that steel. The weight of the world is not a burden. It is the resistance you need to build the muscles of your spirit. Stop asking for a lighter load and start asking for broader shoulders. You are a descendant of a long line of survivors. For thousands of years, your ancestors took the hits of famine and war, and they kept moving forward. That blood flows through your veins right now. So when you feel like the world is beating you down, remember the line you come from. The fingers you are pointing at others, curl them into a fist of determination. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that. Sylvester Stallone's own biography is the living proof of this heroic code. He was a man with a speech impediment and a dream that the world laughed at. He was so broke, he had to sell his dog for $40 just to survive. He was offered thousands for his script, but only on the condition that he did not star in it. He refused. He took the hit of poverty. He stayed hungry. He knew his worth, and he was not going to let a temporary paycheck buy his eternal soul. He took the hits until the world finally gave way to his vision. The world is like a stubborn door. It will only open if you keep knocking until your knuckles are raw. Most people knock once or twice and walk away. But the hero knows that the door is just testing their commitment. Am I a victim of my circumstances, or am I the champion of my fate? The mean and nasty place is waiting for you tomorrow morning. It will use the voices of critics and the ghosts of past mistakes to pull you back. But you are made of the same stardust as the giants who walked on the moon. Stop waiting for the hitting to stop. It never stops. Instead of hiding, work on your ability to take the blow and remain standing. When the world screams, "Stay down," you must whisper back, "Is that all you've got?" That's how winning is done. Heroism is not a status. It is a choice you make every single second. It is the choice to believe in your worth when the entire world is calling you a fool. If you feel broken, good. Broken things can be rebuilt stronger. If you feel like you've been hit too many times, good. That means you are still in the ring. The only people who don't get hit are the ones who never had the courage to step through the ropes. Embrace the hits. Welcome the resistance. Let the mean and nasty world see that it has finally met an opponent it cannot break. You are the architect of your own resilience. Go out today and get what you are worth. Be willing to suffer for your vision, for suffering is the price of admission to the Hall of Legends. On the other side of those hits is the version of yourself you were always meant to become. The world may be mean, but you are tougher. Keep moving forward. Keep taking the hits. And never, ever stop until the job is done. Because as long as you are still moving, you are a champion. The bell has not rung. The fight is still yours. Get back in the fight. Get off your knees. Stand tall. Move forward. That's how winning is done.